Hi, everybody. My name is Josiah Coulter. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm coming to you today from the Clark College Counseling and Health Center to talk to you a little bit about self care, what it is, and why it's important. So, first off, what is self care? You may already have kind of a conceptualization of what it is in your head, and there are lots of ways to define it, but this is my personal favorite definition because it's really succinct and to the point. So, self care is any activity that we do deliberately in order to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. And I've developed what I call the four P's of self care, which are purposeful, planned, personally fulfilling, and empowering. So, what do I mean by purposeful? So, self care should be something that you sit down and purposefully do for your well being. So, it's not something that is passive. It's something that that you say, I am going to do this thing because it is personally fulfilling to me. Um, when I say planned, I mean set aside some specific time to do it. So whether that be every day, every other day, every week, set aside a very specific time that you outline where you are going to engage in an activity very purposefully. Personally fulfilling, make sure it's something that you find enjoyable and you find refreshing and relaxing for yourself. So self care is going to look different for everybody. What is good for one person may not be for you. So make sure it's something that you find enjoyable. And lastly, empowering. So make sure that the self care activity that you are engaging in is something that is making you feel refreshed, relaxed, and empowered. Care is not. It's not unfulfilling or exhausting. Self care should not leave you feeling drained. It should not leave you feeling like you haven't enjoyed yourself. It should be something that you find fulfilling, refreshing, and relaxing. Self care is not selfish. It's really, really important to take care of yourself, um, both for yourself and for others. Um, because when you are taking care of yourself and when you're at your best, not only are you taking care of yourself, but you can even better take care of other people. Um, and self care is not always the same thing. So I have a self care schedule that I keep, but I change up the activity that I do with each kind of self care uh, slot in my schedule. So, especially if you're finding that your self care routine is becoming dull or uninspiring or not relaxing anymore, change it up. Here are some examples of self care. These are not an exhaustive list, and some of these may be perfect for you, and some others may not. So, do what is best for you personally. Self care can look like rest and relaxation, a little bit of R&R, creating a peaceful bedtime routine, taking a short afternoon nap. I do emphasize short to make sure you keep it about 30 minutes. You don't want to mess up your nighttime sleep schedule. And make sure you take your naps before 3 p.m. But a little nap, especially on a very long day, can be really refreshing. Meditation, kind of getting in touch with what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Taking a nice warm bubble bath, writing in a reflection journal. And as you can see, some of these can be actually combined. So, like you can meditate while you're taking a warm bubble bath. Nourishment, allowing yourself a lunch break. This is really important, especially in our Zoom world that we live in at the moment. I have lots of meetings and appointments back to back every day. And it's really important for me to allow myself to take, a half an hour or an hour just to get my eyes off of the screen, get something to eat, just relax a little bit between those appointments. It's really important. Maybe cook a meal that you personally find tasty and nourishing. Take the time to slow down and enjoy your food, savoring the taste and the textures of it, and drinking plenty of water, staying really hydrated. Self care can look like movement. So spend some time getting out and about around your neighborhood. Um, Maybe play with a pet, or if you have a child, maybe a niece or a nephew, um, play with them. That can be a great way to get some exercise. Try some stretching or yoga exercise just to kind of get your body a little bit more limber and loosen it up a little bit. Dance is a great form of self-care, one of my favorite forms of self-care. Great way to get some exercise and movement into your daily routine. And I do not want to undersell the importance of fun. So, fun is such an integral part of self care. So, spending time with friends and family, playing a video game or a board game, watching a favorite movie, that's my personal favorite self care pastime. Um, Doing a puzzle, working on a personal hobby, anything that you find fun, engaging, and refreshing. So now that we're almost at the end of this presentation, take a moment to reflect on these questions. Maybe pause the video, write down your answers to the questions, and they are as follows. What does self-care look like to you? And how might you incorporate self-care into your routine? And here is contact information for the Clark College Counseling and Health Center. If you're experiencing any kind of distress, struggle, difficulty in your life, let us know. The CHC has licensed mental health practitioners ready to talk about whatever's going on in your life. So you can either give us a call, text us, or email us. Um, and the best part is that it is free to currently enrolled students. So take advantage of the free mental health care here at Clark College. Here are my references. I hope that you have a empowering, fulfilling day, and good rest of your academic year.